Hello and welcome to ITC Tech Share. I'm Tom Grissom. Today I would like to demonstrate how to take a very large video file and reduce the size for the requirements for your edTPA submissions. So if you notice on the desktop, I've already created a folder here called My edTPA Video. And if I open up the File Explorer, you can see the name of the file, the date it was recorded, the type, and most importantly, looking at the size, it's 909,766 kilobytes. Okay, that's 909 megabytes, or just a little bit under 1 gigabyte file size. Your edTPA requirements currently require you to have your videos under 500 megabytes. Now, please check back the edTPA site as this is being recorded, and some of the requirements may change over time. But right now, our goal is to get this under 500 megabytes. So let me just close this out. We're going to use a program that's installed on all of the ITC computers called Handbrake. And if I go down to my search box down here and just start typing in what I'm looking for, in this case Handbrake, this is a compression type program that will reduce the file size. So whenever I open up Handbrake, I want to go up here and select my source. It's going to ask me what is my source. I would like to open a file, and here you can see my edTPA video, my video station 1. That's what I want to open up as my source file. Then it's going to ask me for a destination file, and if I click on Browse, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select video station 1. However, I want to make sure that I rename this. I don't want to overwrite it. So I'm going to put the word compressed after this. Also, it's highly recommended that as soon as you record your edTPA station, you make a copy of that original video and store it in a different location. Never edit that original video. That should be your pristine copy. So I've got a copy here on my desktop. I'm going to call this compressed. I'll say let's save it in this format. Then I want to go over here and make sure that I select universal and normal. These are the standard settings here. Now I'm going to start a timer down here in the lower right hand corner. So if I go ahead and click play here, I'm going to say start, and you will notice down here you'll see a progress bar. So rather than have you sit here and watch this file, which this may take 2, 3, 4 minutes, it's already at 6% here. But I'll cut the tape here and we'll come back in a time lapse and we'll see how long that this takes. Okay, we're back and we're about 95–96%, so we're almost complete here. And we're at 3 minutes and 35 seconds there to complete this. I'll just hit the stop timer there. So that was a file that was almost 1 gigabyte size, and it took 3.5 minutes to complete that compression. Now, since I told that file to save back to my desktop here in the same folder, my edTPA video folder, you'll see here, if I expand this just a little bit, my original file size was 909,766 kilobytes. The compressed version that we just compressed with Handbrake is now 349,891 kilobytes. So that is under the 500 megabyte requirement. So that meets our requirements. Now, just a couple of tips. Whenever you record your videos, if you lower the resolution, that's going to decrease your file size. So there's no need to record in a very high resolution. That's just going to make these file sizes larger. And then the other thing that affects the size is the amount of time that you're recording. So of course you need to go by your edTPA guidelines, but if you need a 20-minute continuous segment and you know that you're going to get that out of a half hour worth of video, record that half hour. If you record an hour, that's obviously going to be a larger file size, and I would recommend that you trim to the appropriate amount and then look at your file size, see if it meets the edTPA requirements of under 500 megabytes, and if not, you may need to use a program like Handbrake or some other compression program to get it underneath the limit set by edTPA. As always, consult with edTPA. This is being recorded, so requirements do change over time. And if you have any questions, please contact your student teaching coordinator.